Hello, today's topic is SMC Smooth B-Spline, and we continue with previous project where we saw how to handle a CNC file where all your segments are based on G1 elements and how to make it with smooth velocity, that velocity of your axis does not go for each segment back to zero, so it accelerates, straight line accelerates, and we did this with SMC check velocities. Now, at the end of that video, we saw also there are still some velocity jumps. This is not really nice because this can provide some kind of vibrations onto your CNC machine. The second way how to handle this problem that we had in a previous video is to use SMC Smooth B-Spline. So this pre-processing function block is using a spline element, and it generates this element of minimum 5 G1 elements. Because our code is around 500, we have more than enough. Second thing is that you need to modify your G code to activate and deactivate it, and you do this with G38, 39, and you need to just add additional flag. Let's go to our CNC file to see how we modified it. So here is our CNC file from last time, except I added just ellipse1.cnc in the name. And as you can see, as soon as the G00, so positioning to starting point, is finished, we activate G38 and we set flag number 5. At the end of G code, we will deactivate and then finish with G0 movement. Now let's go to codices. So we are using our project from last time, and we already added ellipse1.cnc file to our controller, just briefly that you see where this is located. If you go to device files, of course you need to have communication settings set to your PLC. Then you go to files, you refresh, you will see PLC logic, and inside CNC, and here you have all your CNC files. Now what we need to do is in pre-processing, so in CNC file program, we need to create an instance. This SMC Smooth B-Spline uses also buffer, so we will need to make additional array of geoinfo, and we need to call this function block. So we will call it between interpreter and check velocities, and then we will connect interpreter and check velocity with our function block. So let's do it. Now we go to our CNC and create a visualization. And we can log in. Run. We'll go to the trace and we'll download the trace that we generated in the previous video. Let's go to multi-axis control, enable our drives, set position to both, that we start 0, 0. Then we go to our CNC. Let's briefly check the path. So this is our ellipse. And now underscore CNC slash ellipse1.cnc. So what we do is again the same thing. Enable the read NC file, interpreter, and then we put here in our Smooth B-Spline flag 5. E mode you can select however you want, you have several options, but we'll leave the default one. And then you execute. You execute check velocities and interpolator. Let's go to the trace to see how this looks like. Again, we have G0 movement to the beginning of our ellipse. and now ellipse started. And immediately you see the difference in comparison to our solution with check velocities. We still have these steps, and those steps can be changed. You can have less steps in case you increase the number of G01 segments. It's going to be much smoother, but let's zoom out. What you have is very nice positioning path, and on velocity, if we zoom in, you don't have those jumps. Now the velocity looks smooth and you will not feel any vibrations on your CNC machine. So that's it for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.